We at Gatehouse spend a lot of time talking our clients out of misconceptions and decisions that risk ruining their business school goals. Let's talk about them. And in doing so, my hope is that you can avoid them in your own application journey. First, they underestimate the competition. Often applicants go into this process thinking that they're better than all the rest, or at least as good as all the rest. That's a dangerous mindset. At the very top business schools, the applicant pool is incredibly strong. Hundreds of consultants, hundreds of private equity associates, top grades, stellar recommendations, impressive resumes, hundreds of applicants just as strong as you, all competing for the same spots. Instead of thinking you're the best, respect and appreciate the competition. It's the right mindset, one that keeps you invested, committed, and dedicated to every facet of the application process. If you're complacent or you think you're a shoo-in, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Second, they underestimate how much work is involved during the application journey. But it's only a bunch of short essays and a resume that I already have, right? If you're thinking this, you will not have enough time. Resumes alone can take 5-10 drafts to transform them so they're business school ready. Each essay could take twice that. And that's not even including the work you need to put in well before the writing starts, reflecting on your experiences, exploring your motivations, researching the schools, and fine-tuning your goals. And of course, studying for the test. All of this takes time. The strongest applicants recognize that it's a marathon, not a sprint. They start early, months, not weeks, and carve out time each day, weekends, mornings, evenings, to make steady progress. Third, they assume one person's strategy will work for them. The senior director wrote a recommendation for a colleague last year, and the colleague got in. So I feel like I have to ask him, even though my VP knows me better. My friend told me to put consumer products as my goal because the school is sick of seeing investing as a goal. We hear these sorts of things all the time at Gatehouse. Applicants trying to follow someone else's playbook. This usually backfires. First, you have no idea why someone else's application was successful. Trying to mimic theirs blindly could easily lead you down the wrong path. Second, and more importantly, remember that business schools are seeking a community. A class of individuals. That's what you are, an individual. Using someone else's strategy means you're trying, in effect, to be someone else, not you. So please, trust yourself. Your application shouldn't look like someone else's success story. It should reflect your own. Fourth, people make assumptions about how admissions committees think. What seems logical or strategic to you doesn't always hold up in the admissions process. Things we hear. I know the Stanford GSB appreciates impact investing, so I'm going to lean into that in my application, even though it's not my true goal. Or, I know that all my peers are using someone from banking as their second recommender. To stand out, I'm going to ask a college coach. Look, I understand the drive to stand out and wanting to find quick ways to do so, but your assumptions, even though they can sound reasonable, can lead you wildly astray. That's one reason why talking with people who understand the process, who have not just their own experience, but hundreds and hundreds of reps is so valuable. It will help you cut out the noise, give you accurate insight, and empower you to focus on your own story. Are you ready to work hard and present your best self to the admissions committee? Take the first step by signing up for a free consultation with me or any of my peers at Gatehouse. We'll be ready to discuss your candidacy, your goals, and to help you to create your best application.